Hello everybody, I'm InTheLittleWood, also known as Martin, and welcome back to the channel. No time to dilly-dally, here is how you do all of the week 3 challenges, as well as collect that free battle pass tier. Challenge number 1. Oh, damage. Whatever. If you're a relatively skilled player in Fortnite, this one shouldn't be any kind of problem, but if you only average 1 or 2 kills per match, then you might struggle a little bit. You've got to try and get yourselves 500 points of damage to the opponents in a single match. Challenge number 2. Time to fly. Pretty simple one, although these items can be a little bit difficult to come by. Go ahead, grab yourselves a launch pad, take off to the skies, and that is challenge number 2 finished. Challenge number 3. Toilet paper or treasure map? So this one is pretty simple. All you need to do is make your way to the very large hill that's northwest of Fatal Fields. You know, the one with the big house at the top of it? Make your way up there, and on the eastern end of the mountain, you will find yourself the free tier. Challenge number 4. Chests in the field. So as always, we got a chest collection challenge. Nobody likes them. Everybody hates dropping in to that one location when there are 70 other people doing the exact same thing. Make your way over to Fatal Fields this week and grab 7 chests, and here is where you can find them. So as always, we'll try and work clockwise around this thing. So starting off at the very most northern point of Fatal Fields is the Long Barn. On the western side of it, you can find a chest on the elevated surface above the entryway. And on the eastern side, if you tuck into one of those little extra rooms, you can find another chest just there. Go ever so slightly east of here, and beneath the bridge, or at least the pass where the water travels, you can find a chest just hiding out there. Start making your way south until the first field of crops, or I guess tilled soil, and inside of that little shack just there by the windmill, you can find yourself a chest. Next up, we got Clifford's Big Red Barn. If you make your way upstairs in that, in the most northeastern corner on the highest floor, you can find a chest. Just a little east of here is the tiny little grey shack. Again, go upstairs inside of that, and there's another chest. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this one is going to count, but if you make your way east of that into the little forest that's there's a chest in the centre, and it may just count towards the achievement. Time to make our way back into the farm now, and if you go to the 2 large metal towers that look very suspect, if you break the leftmost one, then inside of that you can find a chest on the floor. Southeast of here, there's one of those little sort of outhouses or kind of like stables. Inside of there, you can find a chest. Let's start making our way back up north. Now we have the long grey house. So you can find one chest in the other wall through the bathroom, and there's another one in the rooftop on the easternmost side of the house. Once again, another teeny tiny forest is living on the west side of this house. Have a little wander into there, grab the chest, and it should just work. Make your way back to the grey house now, start heading north, and when you reach the first little building, go inside of there, and there's a chest waiting for you. Then last but certainly not least, probably going to be the least contended chest because it's not really near any of the others, make your way into the rock quarry in the northwestern area of Fatal Fields, and you can find a chest on the high-rise. Challenge number 5. Paul! So one of the most recent additions to Fortnite is this fun little mini game, which is Clay Pigeon shooting. Now the quest doesn't seem to specify that you have to hit any more than 1, but maybe try and go for a high score. My personal best so far is 6, and that's because I didn't realise that on the 6th round it would send out 2. But the real information you want is where are these located. So first and foremost, you want to make your way to the Lonely Lodge, and if you head northeast of there, you can find a little set just there. If you head to the southern part of Pleasant Park and then make your way west and up the hill to the creepy old abandoned building, just behind that, there's another set up there. From there, make your way down south until you reach the giant wooden IKEA chair, as I like to call it. Just west of there, before the cliff edge, you can find another setup. Maybe one of the more scenic locations to do a bit of clay pigeon shooting is over by Loot Lake. Make your way to the eastern end of that, and on the raised surface, there's a setup there. Now, the final 2 live pretty much on the far north and the far southern parts of the map. Let's start up north. If you make your way northwest of Tomato Town until you reach the river, follow that along, and just after the bridge, you're going to find a setup there. And then the final one is over in the desert, so make your way to the southeastern corner of the map, head a little bit south from the T-Rex, and you should find it just by the caravan. Challenge number 6. Become the Reaper. Yep, you can become the Grim Reaper and send some people to their early graves. Head to Haunted Hills, be spooky, and kill 5 people in order to complete this challenge. Challenge number 7. Boom shakalaka! Your final challenge this week is to get 3 eliminations using explosive weapons. If you're as lucky as my shot right here, then it shouldn't take you too long. And just as a little reminder as well, the C4 can actually destroy people through the structure, so it will get rid of the wall and also deal damage to the person on the other side of it. So maybe prioritize that over something like a rocket launcher, because you're more likely to get a kill. So now that all of those are completed, it is time to move on to this week's free Battle Pass tier, and it's actually a relatively easy one to figure out this week. So as you can see, we've got Drift, Cuddle Team Leader, Rex, and loads of other people having a good old time over at the racetrack. But you might notice that the license plate has some very specific letters and numbers on it, J2 and Southwest. So it's time to make your way up to that grid, and there is only a tiny bit of landmass actually inside of J2, and of course, it's in the southwestern region. It's basically by that house where they demonstrate to you the different ways that you can work with player structures. Round there, head on over to it, grab your free Battle Pass tier, and that is this week complete. So with 3 weeks under our belt and only a few more to go until we get this season's special skin, are you any closer to deciding what you think it's going to be? Let me know down in the comment section below. And just before I let you go as well, I thought I'd let you know about the Season 4 recap wrap now being available on things like Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. Loads and loads of options are available. I pushed it out to every digital store possible because I didn't realize people would actually want to buy it, but turns out they do. So if you want to grab that, that supports me as a creator and what I make, and it makes more songs in the future a lot more viable and gives me a little bit of a budget as well. So go ahead and do that. Leave a like on the video if you watched this far and found it handy, and I will see you all next week. Bye bye.